the International Astronomy Union, who are the body that are in charge of various numbers of things, including naming classification schemes for the solar system bodies. And someone pointed out to them that there wasn't any clear definition of what a planet was. And this became important, of course, in the last kind of decade or 2 decades, because we've suddenly discovered lots of exoplanets, and there's been some kind of, there's a fuzzy boundary between where planets sort of go up to kind of Jupiter mass and beyond, and where stars trickle down to kind of what's known as brown dwarfs, what are called these failed stars. And there's actually an overlap between sort of planets go up to sort of beyond sort of 10 Jupiter masses, and star-like bodies go down to sort of below 10 Jupiter masses. So it appears nature is wonderful in its complexity, and doesn't really like our neat classification schemes. Or it hates us, doesn't want us to be happy. It's the other way of looking at it. But the point of this was that the IAU came up and decided, let's have a neat classification scheme, and therefore let's come up with a classification scheme. Someone proposed, okay, how about we do sort of these 3 criteria for a planet. So the 3 criteria are: it has to be on a bound orbit around the Sun, it has to be spheroidal, so it's a hydrostatic equilibrium. Basically it has enough mass that it is a self-gravitating rigid body, and finally that it has to have cleared most of the material in the same orbit it is around on its orbit around the Sun. And this basically ruled out most of the asteroid belt. In fact, all of the asteroid belt. It rules out Pluto, which caused most upset, but it similarly, likewise, it ruled out the Earth if you look at it from a certain perspective, because we've got the Moon, which is a large body, like right on our doorstep. Therefore, we haven't cleared out the material in our own orbit. So the Earth, therefore, doesn't count as a planet. And one other thing to note, actually, is that it didn't have anything to say about exoplanets, because the planetary definition of the IU only counts inside the solar system. It has to be orbiting the Sun. So all those planetary-sized bodies orbiting other stars aren't actually planets, because a planetary body has to be orbiting the Sun. So check the IU definition it's got in the solar system, because the IU's remit only extends, generally speaking, into the solar system.